Welcome everyone and 07 commanders. As you can see down there, it's about the shuttle, the Nomad, and the pure truth about it. First of all, I want to say, probably you don't know who I am. I am an elite dangerous player and more exclusively an exobiologist. So I know lots of things about the stars, about the species, about how to find them and so on. First of all, I want to thank you so much for watching, subscribing, supporting the channel by becoming a Vince Club member. Thank you so much. And before I forget, Chris, you were right. They added the so-called half ship interiors for the Nomad. Well, I'll bow to you, Commander Chris. You were right. My name is Vince. I am not an Elite Dangerous partner. I will not show you exclusive footage from the net that is everywhere right now, only on the Elite Dangerous partners, as you can see on my big tally over there. So I'm a player and I'm going to tell you exactly what it writes there, the pure truth about the Nomad until this date, because it's clear to me after watching all these videos that you watched, of course, that Frontier is forbidding its partners to access certain informations about the Nomad. First of all, let's just puke it out and let me just tell you what the Nomad is. Until this date, an exclusive planetary surface exobiology shuttle. So it's not even a ship, right? So you cannot dock with it on other stations or planetary surface stations. It's not clearly a ship, it's a shuttle, and it's exclusive exobiology. As you know, earlier, like 2 or 3 days ago, Frontier announced that Nomad can be hurdled in the cargo of 3 ships, which were Panther Clipper 2, a Type 11, and of course the Caspian Explorer. Today, Frontier announced that you can also carry this shuttle, the Nomad shuttle, in other ships, not the only 3 ones. Well, but this is useless because, of course, the Nomad shuttle is an exclusive exobiology ship, so you won't come with the Type 11, 8,000 light years into the black just to carry the Nomad to make its pulse on the planetary surface so that you can find, I don't know, the Tectonicas or Fungoida or the bacterium, because sometimes the bacterium is extremely hard to find. Of course, we are talking about the bacterium informum, which raw value is about 8 million multiplied by 5. That would be, I don't know, 40 million? Maybe? You tell me. Alright, so we're serious right now. These things cost money. They are called ARCs. Yeah, and I will hold a contest this Friday where I will give away 17,000 ARCs, because I have to confess to you, I will not buy the Nomad, but I will give you my fair share of the ARCs for one of you commanders to buy it. In my point of view, the Nomad is the missing piece from the Caspian Explorer. Of course, this missing piece has come late with several months. Well, thank you so much for at least holding on and completing your creation, for which many of us players, commanders, paid for the Caspian Explorer, and we received it just like, say, 8% of it, but we paid the full amount of money, and now we have to pay again for the other 20% of the Caspian Explorer. Well, it doesn't matter, this is just marketing and you know how things are done. I give you something, you give me more, you know how it works. Why is Nomad the shuttle an exclusive exobiology planet surface shuttle? It is exclusive because it can do only one thing, new, and which differ from all other aircraft or ships from Elite Dangerous. It's not quite new, but the other ships can't do it. So it's the pulse, you know, the grade 5 Artemis suit or the Artemis suit, that when you get that scanning exobiology little gun with which you scan the Tectonicas, it emits a pulse. Well, you can do that with the Nomad shuttle. So while flying, you can, I think it's right here, right now, you can see a pulse right here, the green one. Yeah, exactly, this is what I'm talking about. The only thing. Of course, the second thing, what makes Nomad a very good exobiology scanning planetary surface shuttle, is that it can land absolutely everywhere. Well, you can say that easily. Comparing to the other ships from Elite Dangerous, even the small ships, it can land basically anywhere, so it will not be a difficult time landing the ship. The Nomad shuttle is a very beautiful ship or shuttle or vessel. I think Frontier built this vessel or shuttle just for the eye commanders, because it has loads of customizations, cosmetics that you can apply to it, even to its interior. As you can see here, it has that neon glow, and of course in interior it has some, I don't know, scanners or something like that. You can also customize that. Seems like this is the characteristic that stands out for the Nomad, gentlemen. Its beautifulness, its customization, its artistic customization, so to speak, its colors, exterior kits like protective bars and so on. You know what I'm talking about. And what I observed interestingly in common at all these Frontier partners, YouTube or Twitch content creator, is that they didn't access the outfitting part of the Nomads. I saw some parts of the modules, but nothing interesting in there. So I can tell you for now, for sure, the Nomad has absolutely nothing in it beside the pulse. So nothing important, nothing that you can use. We are not able to tell if Frontier is hiding something from us, or it's preparing to change something, or is just preparing itself to see how the players would react at all this beautifulness and customization, cosmetics of this ship, and probably they won't notice that the Nomad has absolutely nothing else than that pulse. But anyways, that pulse, I can tell you from the exobiologist view, it's very important, because many species in Elite Dangerous exobiology are very hard to spot only with the eyes, so you have to use that pulse, because it's hiding into the colors of the surface of the planet. So I welcome that pulse from the Nomad. From my point of view, it's important, even if it's not such a big feature. Well, the landing, of course, it's okay with me. I love that it can land. I had no problems landing with a Mandalay either. Even if it's a medium ship, I have no problems and no complaints about it. I love the interior. It's alright. It's not a full interior though. I know that we, the players and all the commanders, ask for ship interiors, but think about it, gentlemen. This is not quite a full ship interior. It's beautiful, it has 3 bay doors and a ramp and everything, but remember, a ship interior is a thing, and it's supposed that the player approach the chair of the pilot and then presses E, and then it starts a small animation, right? That shows the pilot just sitting on the chair, and then immediately the cockpit shows up. But this is not the case with this ship interior. Of course, Frontier just changed the blue tunnel with, I don't know, a chair tunnel, so to speak. Yeah, so you're still gonna have a black screen. It's a loading phase. The loading of the blue tunnel is still there. Of course, you're gonna load out into a ship interior. You're gonna get into the ship interior and load into the piloting chair, into the pilot's chair. This is how the development phase is of a game that is like 10 or I don't know how many years old right now. Anyways, Frontier has other food on its plates with I don't know, that Jurassic Park theme games, and you know, I heard they gonna get out other game this year. I don't know which one. But they also have beautiful incomes and profits. You can check out the financial status of 2026 of Frontier. It's not small, believe me, when you're talking about money. Alright, gentlemen, so for me as an exobiologist, I love this. It's alright, and I told you I am not going to buy it, but I am going to give away like 17,000 AX for one of you to be able to buy it this Friday. And as always, I have to thank you very much for watching, for subscribing, for supporting the channel, becoming a Vince Club member. Thank you so much, and until the next one, I'm Vince. 07 Commanders.